Welcome to the first ever WWE Monday Night Raw review on the channel. Kinda, because I used to do that before and then I stopped, so welcome back. So after some thinking, I decided that I don't want to put these reviews in Greatness of Wrestling episodes because this is not what this show is all about. This show is about trending WWE topics, so instead of putting reviews on Greatness of Wrestling, now you're going to get separate Raw and SmackDown review videos. And this UK episode of Monday Night Raw got a lot of criticism, but in my honest opinion, it wasn't that bad, and this is what I expect from you guys, and I'm gonna let you know what you should expect from me. So I feel like most people expect from YouTubers to be either really positive or really negative, which is something I don't understand. I feel like most people should strive for honesty. If I see a bad segment, I'm gonna say it's a bad segment. If I'm going to see a great match, I'm gonna say it's a good match because that's my opinion. If I think that I might offend someone, I'm still gonna say it because that's my honest opinion. You can't be positive or negative all the time. Just because I like a certain segment or a match in a terrible show doesn't necessarily mean that all of a sudden I'm sucking Vince McMahon's cock or tickling his balls. How does that Vince McMahon taste like? These are just questions I don't want to know the answer for, but anyway, let's start with this Monday Night Raw review UK version. So the show started with the whole locker room being near the entrance, and even Zack Ryder was here, so you know that the bar is set high. The whole point of the segment was for Baron Corbin to reveal men's and women's team captains for Survivor Series. Turns out that the women's team captain is going to be Alexa Bliss, and men's captain was supposed to be Baron Corbin before he got rudely interrupted by Kurt Angle, who said that he also wants to be the captain. So after some back and forth, it got confirmed that in the main event of Monday Night Raw, we are going to get Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin to determine the captain of Monday Night Raw's Survivor Series team, a match that never actually happened because Braun Strowman appeared. We got a brawl underway, and it turns out that Braun Strowman has unfinished business with Baron Corbin, something that I don't know why. Really, why? I watched last week's Raw, I still don't know why are they feuding. Either way, the whole show, Baron Corbin was trying to hide from Braun Strowman, and we got a bunch of segments where he was hiding from Strowman, but the interviewer pretty much would reveal his location. Just when I thought that WWE fans cannot get any worse, we got Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad, a match that ended in no contest because Ruby Riott broke Jim Neidhart's glasses, Natalya's father glasses, who passed away. And I do understand that it's disrespectful, that it's mean, it's offensive, but in kayfabe, of course you got a bunch of people saying that it's disgusting. It's disgusting, WWE should not do this. So what you're trying to tell me, we even got articles about this. What you're trying to tell me is that WWE cannot have good heels anymore? This is what I hate about the WWE the most, the fans. Whenever the reason why we get these boring WWE shows nowadays is because whenever WWE is trying to do something edgy, entertaining, something that is slightly offensive, but it's a part of the script, right? People are going nuts. People are going nuts, and I feel fans are the biggest reason why WWE is boring most of the time. And again, this show is not perfect, but I enjoyed it mostly because it was different, because of the main event. Chad Gable showed Bobby Roode his new robe, and somehow this is still a team. Have you ever heard someone say or tweet that I really love Chad Gable's and Bobby Roode's tag team? No, because no one ever said that. This is a sentence that was just said for the first time. Whenever I look at this tag team, I can't help but think that Bobby Roode should be a heel in the mid-card or the main event, and it would be way more entertaining, and you would have an extra top heel guy in the WWE. But now we have this worthless tag team that no one cares about. and maybe it will get over. I'm not quite sure, but it's like the most random thing I can imagine at the moment. The burial of Jinder Mahal continues. This is something I don't understand as well. So Jinder Mahal is a former WWE champion, but each week he keeps on losing in shorter matches. This time he lost against Apollo Crews, someone that I respect. I love Apollo. He's a great wrestler. I feel like he could be a main eventer in the future, right? But he was never pushed. At least if Jinder Mahal is going to lose against Apollo Crews, then at least make sure that it's like a 10-minute match or something. You know, you have 3-hour Raw. I don't feel like WWE cannot use Jinder Mahal as a credible mid-carder. I really think he should be. Maybe he should not be the Universal Champion or the WWE Champion. I get it, but when you look at Jinder Mahal, I feel like he could be a mid-carder at least. And what it says about the WWE Championship, a former WWE Champion is just a glorified jobber right now. So they're doing exactly what they did with the World Heavyweight Championship back in the 2000s when people cannot win the WWE Championship. People like Jack Swagger, people like the Great Khali, they cannot win the WWE Championship, but they could win the World Heavyweight Championship. And right after they lose the championship, they become jobbers. And what it says about the championship, it says that this title is more of a mid-card title than the WWE title, than the world title, right? So that's my issue with WWE always bearing former WWE champions. You would not expect that from Universal Champions because, yeah, that's a Raw championship, right? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I don't appreciate Jinder Mahal being a jobber in the WWE, and he lost very quickly, and that's it. One of the biggest highlights of the show was Seth Rollins coming out with 3 championships. That looked amazing. I absolutely loved it. This is how Seth Rollins should look like on Monday Night Raw. The most entertaining guy, at least one of the most entertaining guys. He should have all the belts. Give him the Universal Championship on top. I don't care. Anyway, he said that he wanted to come out with all these championships and a trophy, but that didn't turn out the way he wanted it to. And he also said that I want to keep these championships, but I cannot possibly defend these titles alone because, of course, Dean Ambrose betrayed him 2 weeks ago. And Baron Corbin said that no, I think that you actually can defend these championships, and he sent AOP, who are not being called Authors of Pain anymore. They are called AOP. Why? Who came up with this decision and thought, you know what? I have a problem with you having a real tag team name. Now you're going to use letters. Why? That's how they spend time in creative room. They're not thinking about good storylines. You know what we should do? We should change the name of Authors of Pain. AOP, because our fans are idiotos and they cannot remember the names of our tag teams. I don't know, just a random thought, but basically Seth Rollins was not buried. He was really good in this match, and he tried his best to defend these championships, but of course he lost because these are 2 gigantic men who just destroyed the guy. And after the match we got Dean Ambrose interfering. He looked at Seth Rollins, and of course dirty deeds. So pretty much everything that happened before happened again. I love this. I absolutely love that Dean Ambrose is a heel. I've been waiting for this since like 2016 or 15 because I feel like his character is built for a heel. But I kind of want answers. I kind of want Dean Ambrose to talk, to explain his actions. I understand what they are doing. The match is not gonna happen at Survivor Series, so they are just, you know, making sure that this rivalry can go on for a little bit longer. But a promo or something, I think that would be nice from Dean Ambrose, right? So that's just my issue with it. But at the end of the day, this is actually one of the most viewed WWE videos out of every Raw video that they uploaded. So people are interested in this rivalry. Let's hope WWE are not going to ruin this. When it comes to Authors of Pain winning the WWE Championships, I think it's about time. We had crappy champions like the B Team, you know, some champions that don't make the titles look credible. And AOP, I feel like they could do a lot with these championships. Maybe have a very, very long run where they defeat pretty much everyone. And, you know, 2 big guys, strong guys, having tag team titles makes it look a bit credible. So I agree with this decision. Then Elias versus Dolph Ziggler. This is what I don't understand. So WWE uploads these full Raw episodes right now. It's not actually full episodes because it's cut. It's made like an hour and a half, so it's shorter, right? What I don't understand, one of the highlights of the show, for me at least, was Elias Dolph Ziggler promo and their match. Turns out they actually cut that out. They left Finn Balor versus Lashley, but they cut out Elias versus Ziggler. So Ziggler was right here talking about how he's the best in the world, how he proved it, and how he got screwed by Shane McMahon, and then he got interrupted by Elias. And I'm the biggest Dolph Ziggler fan, but Elias is so good. I turned my back on Ziggler during that promo. This guy is amazing. Just like I've said, didn't expect him to work as a babyface, but it's better than I could ever expect. Like, honestly. Just like I've said, it reminds me of The Rock's concerts, and these concerts were my favorite thing about the WWE back in the day. So Elias doing it every week is something that I can get used to, so I appreciate that. He roasted Dolph Ziggler, he talked crap about his comedy career, and the issue I have, however, Elias won against Ziggler, so maybe is that good? Last week Elias won against Jinder, now he won against Ziggler, so it's one of these things where I want Elias to win, I want him to look credible, but at the same time I don't agree with the fact that Dolph Ziggler just lost a match. The one who was in the finals of World Cup tournament now just lost. I hope that after he splits with Drew McIntyre, he's still going to have some kind of mid-card place in the WWE. I really hope so, but it does not look promising. But at the end of the day, the thing is, The Miz and Ziggler especially are the guys who can keep on losing. They can just rebuild themselves in a week, in my opinion. And this was a nice match. I really enjoyed this zigzag reversal. Anyway, it was what it was. It just pisses me off that it was actually cut out of the shorter Raw version. Ronda Rousey reminds Becky Lynch who she is dealing with, and it was a good promo. She called herself a bitch. Great, I'm the baddest bitch. Just like me, the Divas champion, so I can relate to Ronda Rousey in a way. She cut a babyface promo, obviously, but in a way it kinda sounded like a heel one, because she said that while you were working right here and you were working for a few dollars or whatever the case may be, she pretty much said that I was already doing MMA stuff, I was winning championships, I was winning Olympics, whatever, you get the point. And then he pretty much said that you, Becky Lynch, were just working at pretty much McDonald's or something like that. So yeah, it's a babyface promo, but it sounded kinda heelish. And if you watched SmackDown Live, I think Becky Lynch made a lot of sense. And yeah, I don't know if I agree with Ronda Rousey. Then we got Ember Moon versus Nia Jax, and this is something that is really hard to care about, and Nia Jax won somehow. I just can't understand WWE sometimes. I feel like Nia Jax should look strong, but Ember Moon is way more credible. I really feel like Ember Moon should be maybe women's champion by this point. Anyway, Nia Jax wins. Tamina returns to the WWE, no pop whatsoever. Really, I don't know if anyone ever cared about Tamina in the WWE. Never. Like, I've never seen someone with Tamina profile picture or whatever. These cringy WWE fans who put WWE females as their avatars. Never seen Tamina in that one, so I don't know. She's probably a very talented performer. I'm not quite sure. Never seen many of her matches. I don't remember, at least. But I think she's been in the WWE for a long time. Wasn't she a manager of the Usos at one point? I could be wrong, but instead of attacking Nia Jax, they joined forces. Nia Jax is a heel right now. Well, if you cared, good for you. I did not, so yeah. Something that I also didn't care about is seeing Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley for 500th time in a row. How? Before that we got a nice promo, or after that, I don't remember, but Bobby Lashley showed his butt to the crowd. And Lio Rush, let's talk about Lio Rush for a second. The most annoying guy I've ever seen in the WWE, and I'm saying that I think as a compliment, because that's kind of the whole point of the gimmick, right? Bobby Lashley wins the match, and just like I've said, I still don't understand what WWE are exactly doing with Finn Balor. Why don't you just draft him to SmackDown by this point? And yeah, I don't think this is the rivalry that we need, and I don't think that this is the rivalry that we want. It doesn't benefit anyone. Maybe Bobby Lashley, but no one really cares about Bobby Lashley, let's be honest out here. And I feel like WWE had some plans for him, but they forgot about those. So because Baron Corbin was hiding from Braun Strowman the whole show, the main event was changed. It was Drew McIntyre versus Kurt Angle, which is another video that got most views out of this whole Raw on YouTube. And for a good reason. It was a match that was not necessarily a great match, but it told a great story. You know, Kurt Angle, this WWE Hall of Famer, Drew McIntyre, kind of a newcomer. It was passing of a torch in my opinion, kinda. So Drew McIntyre wins the match. He's the captain of Monday Night Raw. You know how great that sounds? Remember that when this guy was in 3MB, and now he's the captain of Survivor Series Monday Night Raw team. I love this. I should also mention that the confirmed superstars in Team Monday Night Raw are Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler. When it comes to Kurt Angle, maybe he will be right here. I'm not quite sure, but right now it doesn't seem like it. So basically what happened in this match is that Kurt Angle looked like an underdog. You had few moments when Kurt Angle was dominating in the match, but it was really rare. There were even moments where Drew McIntyre was kinda mocking Kurt Angle. It really looked like Kurt Angle was the underdog in this match, and Kurt Angle is not gonna suffer from this loss. It's Drew McIntyre. There are very few things that WWE are doing really well right now, and I think like one of them is Drew McIntyre's build. He really looks like a Randy Orton type of guy in my opinion. Like I can seriously see him beat Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, or even Brock Lesnar. I don't see Brock Lesnar bearing Drew McIntyre, and I feel like that's a successful build. So this is the type of match that I felt is a pay-per-view worthy match, and I really enjoyed it. It really compensated few lackluster moments of this Monday Night Raw. So it was not really a good show, but it was decent. It was a normal show, and I would give this Monday Night Raw 6 out of 10. Honestly, but let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this week's Monday Night Raw? I know that this review is a bit late, but you know me. I will make sure to upload SmackDown live review today as well, and let me know in the comments below, should I continue with these reviews weekly. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. As always, the great one, peace, love, and hugs.